We have a new Shawnee city government, and they are the best city government that we've worked with for decades. They recognize the contribution that the tribe makes to the economy and to the fabric of the community and work with us to help that along.
Well, it wasn't maybe 5 or 6 years ago that we were a total roadblock, and it was not a good thing, and that was a situation that just couldn't continue. So we set about to make sure that it didn't, and things are much, much better. And I'm really excited about what we can get done in the next few years out in Shawnee working with our tribal partners.
And that has, in turn, led us to redouble our efforts to multiply the effects of that cooperation.
There have been a number of projects that we've worked on with the CPN. They contributed to the building of our swimming pool, which is in downtown Shawnee, and a very nice facility that the whole community uses. We've worked on bridge projects with them recently. We're probably working on water and sewer projects with them, and they pitched in to help out with our public transportation study that we're doing. So tourism is big in Oklahoma, and we want it to be big in the Shawnee area. So our tourism department works very hard on trying to bring people to the Shawnee area, and they work hand in hand with our tribal partners to bring folks to events in the Shawnee area. That's a very important event. We have thousands of people that come nationwide to the Balloon Festival, and it's an incredible event if you haven't seen it. So the Potawatomi Fire basketball team was a very exciting announcement that was just a couple weeks back. And we are going to have professional basketball right there in Shawnee down at the CPN facility. And this is professional level. It'll be at a very high level, a very high quality of play, and ought to be very entertaining. Well, I think it's very easy to see the impact that they make in Oklahoma. It doesn't matter what part of the state you go to, you can see how tribes are involved, and it's a big boost to the economies and just our overall way of life. They make a very dramatic impact. We've got some areas that are very, very rural, and there's not much there in the way of support, but the tribes are there, and they make a big difference in those types of areas, so we couldn't do it without them. Health, schools, first responders, sometimes that's the only fire or police protection you're going to have could come from a tribe. So very important if you live out in those areas that you have a good tribal support system.
We took over the 911 dispatch system, and we have redundancy in Shawnee's system. So if something hits ours, tornado hits ours, there's still Shawnee's and vice versa. It has worked out well, and I think that the people are happy. The response time is faster, and the different departments have better communication and the ability to share equipment and people. So it's worked out well as a cooperative effort.
Well, I think you need to work with folks in a friendly manner and in a respectful manner, and you get so much more done that way. Just button heads, you don't get very far. So I would encourage everybody to find a way to work positively and work jointly. And, we get a lot more done with everybody pulling on the same rope, that's for sure. I think the future of Shawnee is very bright working with the tribes. We all live there together. I am convinced that we're going to be the east edge of Oklahoma City in the next 10 years, and we want to do that right. And working together, I think we stand a much better chance of doing that right, where it will benefit all the folks that live in the Shawnee area much more than if we didn't work together. I think if one of us succeeds, it only makes our community better. So I hope they're very successful, and we want to do everything we can to help them be successful. And I know at the same time, they're going to be doing everything they can to help Shawnee be successful. So that works out really well for everybody.
Oklahoma thrives together.